Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. I apologize I'm late because I was using Petra time. Uh, it's an Arab appointment, so I apologize for making you waiting. Uh, Today our topic, actually, I was going to talk about something else, and then somebody asked me a question. I saw the email, and then I saw, okay, well, this is more important, let us talk about it. All of us, we heard about the claim that Mecca, or let us say the Muslims, they worship, the early Muslims, they used to go and worship toward Petra. I will play a little bit of a clip so we can understand what we are talking about. The one who came with this theory, he's a historian. His name is Dan Gibson, or Dan Gibson. Let us hear what you want to say.
He has extensively researched the peoples and places of the ancient world before Islam.
I first came to Arabia in my early 20s, and I've spent more than 30 years exploring every corner of this amazing part of the world, piecing together evidence for a radical new theory, which I believe will change our understanding of the past. Years of study have led me to the conclusion that Islam began somewhere other than where the conventional histories suppose, and that in early Islamic writings there are clues and references that reveal the hidden truth about the Mecca mystery. Back in 2002, I had occasion to visit a conference on Nabatean studies organized here by the Al Hussein bin Talal University. During the conference, I had occasion to speak with leading archaeologists from Saudi Arabia and from Jordan. I asked them specifically about the archaeological record in Mecca. While not wishing to be named or quoted, they admitted that there was no archaeological record in Mecca before 800 AD. I had expected them to defend the opinion.
Okay, just take a note. See, there is reasons for things to be rejected. There's reason for things to be accepted, right? So I agree with this guy that Mecca is nothing. I mean, there's no record of it. This Mecca thing, it is nothing. Actually, just to confirm what this man is saying, regardless if I agree with him or not, later you will know how much I agree and how much I reject. 100 years ago, just 100 years ago, the Kaaba was nothing. If you see the pictures of the Kaaba just 100 years ago, not 1,000 years ago, you will find this. Let me show you. This is before the oil. Look at this. Do you see what I see? A room. There's a bunch of columns around it, made from little rocks, and a bunch of houses. Everything around it is dirt. There's nothing. It's just a room. And this room, if you read my books, you will find that this is now, I mean, this is 100 years ago. If you go a little bit back, you will see there is no roof for it. To the point that other cities, they come and they throw garbage from the top of the roof, because there's no roof, like they throw it from the top of the wall, to tell the people who worship in this place that our place is better. Look, your God cannot even stop the garbage. So I agree with this man regarding Mecca have no roots. It's just a little tiny village. What happened then, when the oil started coming, then Mecca changed, became a business. And here you need to ask yourself, if the early Muslims, they believe in Mecca, why did it not even, I mean, they have, the Muslim, they say to you, we have palaces in Spain. Do you see the building we built in Spain? First of all, you did not build any building in Spain. Go and read Ibn Khaldun, you will find that the one who built is those who you brought from Syria or from Spain itself, the one you forced them to work for you. Arab don't know how to build. And the proof is in front of you. People of Yemen are not the Arab. And they are not even Arab. And even the Muslim, they claim, oh, the Yemeni, even the Quran claim clearly that the people of Yemen was occupied for a long time by the Ethiopian, and then was occupied for a long time by the Jews, and then was occupied by the Arab. All study show that those who live in Yemen, they don't even speak Arabic. So what happened to this Mecca? Why the Caliphate did not spend money to make Mecca look beautiful? I mean, if this is the most holy place, the one who is building palaces in Damascus, in Baghdad, in Spain, can't he build a palace? Little rocks around the Kaaba to make it clean, put tiles in the floor. This is just 100 years ago. So we go back to the video. This is a question you have to put in your note. As long as the Muslims, they reach all the way to China, money was coming like rain. You know, invasion, the purpose of invasion is not really spreading Islam. The purpose of invasion is money and slavery. This is a Hungary, slavery, money, empire. So if they are really doing for the sake of Allah, and this is the most holy place for them, so why it was like this? That is a question no Muslim can answer. Now, we go back to the video of Dan Gibson. And by the way, if you want to watch the video of Dan Gibson in full, because we will not play it in full, we will play just a section of it, you can see it in the information down the video there.
That Mecca was a walled city with houses and gardens and public buildings and temples. They said no, there was nothing like that there. Did you know that the name Mecca is mentioned only once in the whole Quran?
True.
Muslim scholars link other names with Mecca. Names such as the Forbidden Gathering Place, or the Holy House, or the Place of Becca, or Weeping. All of these terms are universally associated with Mecca today. Nevertheless, the Quran itself does not tell us in so many words that these all refer to Mecca. Muslim scholars see no reason to debate this. But in recent years, some historians have raised questions. They have noted that Mecca was a barren place and not located on the ancient caravan route. People have imagined that the caravans carried incense, spice, and other exotic goods. But according to recent research, by the time of Muhammad, the age of frankincense was now long over, and the Arabs engaged in a trade of leather and clothing, hardly items that could have sustained a large city that was described as the mother of all cities and the center of the trade route. Look at this map. Where do all of the trade routes intersect? There are 3 places in northern Arabia that could be described as the center of the trade route. What is interesting is that Mecca was not even a stopping place because it was not even located on the caravan route.
In this film, we will find out why there is a total lack of archaeology in Mecca from the time of the Prophet Muhammad.
All right, so you can watch it to the end if you want. For me, I made a video before I rejected what he's saying, and I have my reasons. Because actually I did not hear him speaking, I heard J. Smith, and J. Smith, he did not lay it out clear. So what J. Smith, he said, that there is many old mosques, they are, the direction of them toward Petra. And it mentioned some of them. My response was, well, those mosques, they used to be temples, and the Muslims hijacked them. Which means they are not built by Muslims. But then when I watched, Dan Gibson, he brought names of mosques, which is really built by Muslims. Which means after Islam, supposedly. Not previous, not something exists 300 years before Muhammad or 500 years before Muhammad. So I rejected anything to be connected with Islam or Muhammad just because it is built by someone he is not supposedly a Muslim. But hold on. But Islam is not a new religion. Islam is just a continue of a cult. You will see that the Muslims themselves, they admit, if you go in the Quran, you will see the Muslims, they admit that the kuffar, let us see the Quran, or the one who they call them mushrikeen. What mushrikeen mean? Those who associate intercessor with Allah. Chapter 2, verse number 105. And here you see right away a stupid mistake in the Quran, which does not make sense. You see, the translation here is not really accurate. Let us find different translation. He used, instead of saying people who associate, he said pagan. That's not true. Even if they are pagan, still the translation is not right. We change the translation, or the translator. Look what happened. Chapter 2, verse 105 says, neither those who believe among the people of the scripture, the Jews and the Christians, nor the mushrikeen, this is the word in Arabic in the Quran, mushrikeen, between two brackets, the disbelievers of the oneness of Allah, idolaters, polytheists, pagan. But do you see here the stupid verse in the Quran? Look what happened. The Muslims, they say for us, first, that Christians and Jews, they used to worship Allah. Correct? They used to worship Allah. And they say Abraham worship Allah. Isa, he supported Jesus, worship Allah. Moses, he worship Allah. But look what happened. In this verse here, it says, neither those who became kuffar from the people of the book. The Quran is not calling them mushrikeen here, it's calling them people of the book. Nor the mushrikeen. Okay, hold on. The people of the book, if they became kuffar, they disbelieve. They disbelieve in what? Whatever they disbelieve, still they are not mushrikeen. Take a note. What mushrikeen mean between two brackets? Those who disbelieve in the oneness of God, the idolaters, the polytheist, and the pagan. The Christian are not. Otherwise, if we are the same as those who they are mushrikeen, the Quran should not divide us and say neither the Christians and the Jews or the mushrikeen. Are you getting my point? Like when I say, let us say we are trying to study ethnic group. So we say the Indian, nor the white people. If the Indian are white, we will not say nor the Indian, correct? Because they are the same. So when we separate between the mushrikeen, which is supposedly between two brackets, those who disbelieve in the oneness of God, those who are idolaters, those who are polytheists, those who are pagan, they are not the same as the Christian and the Jews. So the Quran confirms in this verse something very important, that the Christians, the Jews are not al-mushrikeen. However, in different verses in the Quran calls us mushrikeen. And that is showing you that the one who wrote the Quran is an idiot, because he contradicts himself. For if we are the mushrikeen, here the verse is wrong. You should not say nor the mushrikeen if the Christian and the Jews are the mushrikeen. Remember here, it says already that those Christian and Jews, they are the wrong one, supposedly. They disbelieve. You know what I mean? A Muslim here, he can't play the game, say, oh, he's talking about the good Christian who believe in Jesus. No, it says those are the one who disbelieve in Muhammad. So even the Quran, who speak negatively about the Christians in this verse, that they are people who disbelieve, and the Quran explained to us that those are, when you say, the second you say the people of the book, right away you mean to believe, the Christians and the Jews. Immediately. unless you name them by name. You say like Christian, which is supportive of Nasara, or you say the word Jews, which is Yahud. So the Quran here make differentiation between the Mushrikeen and the Christian and the Jews. Why we are not the same? Because we don't worship the same God. The Mushrikeen is the one who believe in intercession of others to Allah. So they worship Allah. So Muhammad himself, he worshiped Allah, the God of the Arab before him, the God of many other nations around him before him. He is just a follow pagan, follow what was exist. So Muhammad, he want to get close to the Christians in their belief. He want to get closer to the Jews in their belief. What is the belief? There's one God. So Muhammad starts saying there's no God, don't have 3 daughters. And then when Muhammad, he moved to live between the Jews, he starts saying things negatively about Jesus. That Jesus is not the Son of God, for this is what the Jews believe. So Muhammad, the confused man, he is between. Still, at the end of the day, he worshipped the God, his name is Allah. Regardless he is talking to who. And those verses are very important. Now listen. Dan Gibson, he said that Mecca was not the main place of worship. The Muslims don't pray to it. Actually, I can support what he say. Still, I will not go with him, but I want to show you some verses. And feel free to take notes, please, if you are a person who like to study and, you know, get educated. Some people here, they are just for entertainment. If you go to chapter of Az-Zukhruf, chapter 43, verse number 31. Look what the verse here is saying. I don't know if Dan Gibson, he knew about it. If somebody know the person, he can contact him. Also they say, why it is not the Quran sent down to some leading men in either of the 2 cities? Anyone understand what's happening here? Anyone understand what is the problem with this verse? Let me see in the text, you guys, if you are thinking with me. The one who is making the question is those who refuse Muhammad. What was the question? They are wondering how come, why the Quran was not sent down to some, this is a Muslim translation, not mine. This is the Muslim translation. Again, Muslim, don't say to me, you know them. What is the problem? Why this Quran was not sent down to leading men or man in either of the 2 cities? Okay, hold on. Muslim, they say to us, Muhammad is a son of a great family. Muslim, they say to us that Muhammad father, Muhammad grandfather is the most high noble of Quraysh. The Muslim, they say to us that they are the most extreme important, to the point even the grandfather of Muhammad is the one who do care of the Kaaba. Suddenly, this Quran sent to someone not from a great family. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are we listening, guys? This verse in the Quran, if anyone he can have a contact with Dan Gibson, send it to him as a gift from me to him. The Quran confirmed that the Quran was sent down not to someone he is from a great family, and not for someone from the 2 cities. What cities? You go right away and you read the interpretation, you will see the Muslim, they say to you the city of Mecca and the city of At-Taif. Let us go and see the interpretation. So the Muslim will not say we are making things up. Again, chapter 43, verse number 31. Give me a second. The website of the King of Jordan is not working, as usual. I think the King of Jordan, he chose like $5 website host. This is how much he care for his prophet. Okay, let's see here. We open Ibn Kathir. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. Even I prefer the other website because this website, the text is so small. When you put it in the screen, it doesn't show really good. But anyway, you can open, maybe the admin, he can post for you the link. Again, this is Ibn Kathir, chapter 43, verse number 31. Why not the Quran sent down to some great men of the two towns? Meaning, why the Quran is not revealed to some man who is great and permanent in their eyes from the two towns, i.e. Mecca or At-Taif? What does verse confirm to us? That the Quran was not revealed to someone from Mecca, neither from At-Taif. And the proof of that, you see, what is the problem? The problem is a great man or from both. Because if the complaint is why the Quran was not revealed to a great man, then there's no need to say from the city of etc. Because he is from there already. Do you understand what I'm saying? People, do you understand what I'm saying? The Muslim confirm that the complaint is like why the Quran is not sent to someone. He have two options, or let us say two description. He's a great man and he is from one of two cities, either Mecca or At-Taif. So if Muhammad was from Mecca, then this verse is wrong, because this verse should be changed. Is why this Quran was not sent to someone he is a great. But the Quran confirmed that he is not great and he is not from Mecca. And this is, by the way, defeat all the lies of Muslims they give to us, saying that Muhammad was the most honorable people. They call him a person of honor, as-Sadiq al-Amin, the trustworthy, the trustworthy. The guy, even when he got married from Khadija, he made the father of Khadija drunk in order to have Khadija. Khadija and Muhammad, they made her father drunk and they changed his clothes. And when he woke up in the morning, she told him, "You married me to Muhammad." He said, "I did not." He said, "You did." "I did not." "You did." "I did not." "You did. You were drunk." So this verse confirmed that Muhammad is not respected man, and this verse confirmed that Muhammad is not from the city of Mecca or At-Taif. So where he's from? If you go to different verse in the Quran, and again this is the Muslim interpretation, all right? If you go to different verse in the Quran, you will see it says that Allah, he sent this book to warn the people of the mother of the village and what is around it. What is the mother of the village? Muslim, for sure, they will say to you, it's Mecca. But why it's not Petra? We just showed you a picture of Mecca. You know, it's just what? This is the mother of the village? This is just 100 years ago. How this one is the mother of the villages? Little tiny few houses. This is the mother of the villages. When the Muslims, they say villages, they mean cities. Cities, this is a city? Right? Obviously it's not. And this is a picture after we have cameras. So if this is not long time ago, how Mecca was in the time of Muhammad? A piece of dust? This is the center of Mecca now. This is around the Kaaba. Those are the fancy houses. Look at this. Look at the Kaaba itself. So the Quran is saying clearly, we send you this book to warn people who around the mother of the cities. So where is the mother of the cities? So when Dan Gibson, he say Petra, well, that makes sense. That is a city. That's a great city. Amazing city. Whoever built it is a genius. We cannot call the Mecca the mother of the cities. So when Dan Gibson, he come and he say, well, there's many things does not make sense with this cult, with this religion, about the existence of Muhammad, where he was exist, he have tons of reasons to accept. However, I have a problem with this. You see, in order to come from the city of Petra, if Muhammad is from the city of Petra, how you explain to me that he is so stupid? I know that this is not, I mean, you cannot depend history on it. You cannot say history cannot be proven by saying a guy is so stupid. But I can come with something important. A person who is coming from civilization, he should know what civilization is. The Muslims, an Islamic book says, Muhammad, he used to clean his bum with the 3 rocks. Petra is a city where they have running water. Imagine, in the desert, they have running water. Muhammad is a person whose head is full of lies. Muhammad is a person who believes in stupid things nobody believes in. Those are smart people. So the first objection I have that Muhammad is from Petra, that this is an insult to Petra people. He cannot be from them. So it's possible that Muhammad was sent supposedly to people of Petra to fool them, not to the people of Mecca, but he is not from Petra. How we can prove that? If you go in the Quran, let us do this. Let us see. There's many verses actually I want to show you, but I want to what verse we will show you. Read this verse with me. The first thing you see in the screen, it says, it was not fitting for the people of Medina. But Medina is not a name of a city. Medina is a word means city. Medina is a word means city. This is not a name. So it was not fitting for the people of the city and the Bedouin Arab of the neighborhood to refuse who? To follow Muhammad. Okay. So we have to differentiate between those who live in the city and those who are Arab. Those who live in the city, they are not the Arab. Are you getting my point? People are getting my point? You see, because we are using different account now, we have a low number of viewers. People do not know we are here. Invite your friends, please. We have only like 700-800. It is not fitting. It was not fitting for the people of Medina, which means the people of the city, and the Bedouin Arab, the Arab in the neighborhood. So those who they are in the city, they are not Arab. Because all the Arab are Bedouin anyway. All the Arab are Bedouin. The second you say the word Arab, you are saying actually Bedouin. Arab does not mean an ethnic. Arab is a word mean people of the desert. I made a video about it, you can watch it. This is coming from the Aramaic language. Aram is a person who lives in the high hills. Arab is any person who lives in the desert. Actually, it means savage, people who live in the desert, they don't wash, they don't have any civilization. So Arab is a word was used as an insult. Like if somebody want to insult you, he would say you are an Arab. Because you don't wash, you don't have civil life, you don't have a house, you are just a person who live in the desert, there's no water. I'm not insulting the people, by the way, I'm just telling you how it is. So, the Arab people, supposedly I'm an Arab, live in the desert, they move from place to place, they have their own tents, and then they will say to you that the Arab, they became people who live in the cities. That's what they say, right? Okay. But still, why you call them Arab then? The verse here differentiate between two groups. People who live in a city and people who they are the Arab. You will see here it's adding the word Bedouin. The word in the Arabic here, it doesn't say anything about Bedouin. It says Al-A'rab. Those are the real Arab. And this is the word in front of us. You ask Muslims who are the Arab, they say to you, the Arab of the desert. Isn't it Muhammad an Arab of the desert? Right? There is someone want to debate me. His name is Mokaraji Raj. Well, he is an Indian Hindu. He debate me about what? Focus with me, please. Guys, don't post things that have nothing to do with the topic. If you are interested in something else, don't disturb us. Otherwise, I will disable the chat. I mean, that's it now. That somebody want to debate me? Focus. We are sharing with you important information. Your brain in a different place. So, the Arab are not the people of the city. Which city? They say to you, Medina. Which city, Medina? There is no city, it's called Medina. Because this is a word mean city. Have you ever heard of somebody calling a city, city? The Muslims agree that Muhammad, he went to a city called Yathrib. Okay. And Yathrib name changed to a Medina. But Medina means city. So Muhammad, he could not even find a name for it. But because they are disconnected with their own Quran, they could not explain it better than this way. It was not fitting to the people of Medina and Bedouin Arab. Okay. But the Quran says we send you as a messenger to the mother of the cities and what is around it. Is that Mecca? Or this is city? Why the Quran did not mention the name of the city? No name. The Quran never mentioned who is Muhammad, who is his father, where Muhammad was born, which year. You see, the Muslim, they have videos says the Bible written by John. John who? Luke who? Mark who? Oh, okay, here we go. The Quran given to you by Muhammad who? Not a single verse in the Quran says where Muhammad was born, where Muhammad was buried, Who is the father of Muhammad and who is the mother of Muhammad? Nowhere. So Dan Gibson, he have a lot of point, but for me it doesn't make any difference. We will listen to him more a little bit, and I will tell you why it doesn't make any difference for me.
Why descriptions of Mecca do not tally with the landscape, and how an early Islamic civil war altered the truth about Islam. While Muslims all over the world believed that their holy city and their founding leaders all lived in Mecca, in Saudi Arabia, Dan Gibson believes the evidence actually points elsewhere.
During my studies of Arabian history, I've come across evidence that points not to Mecca, but to northern Arabia as the founding place of Islam. Up until now, no one has ever questioned that Mecca is the holy city of Islam. Every Muslim believes that he should pray towards the Black Rock in Mecca. But years of study and countless trips to all parts of the Arabian Peninsula have led me to a radical new understanding of Islamic history. I believe that in the process of understanding Islamic history, a fundamental error has been made. It wasn't a deliberate falsehood, it was just a misunderstanding of what happened during the founding years of Islam. So later Islamic writers corrected what they thought was an error in earlier histories when it was actually the truth.
Is it possible that over 1 billion people who follow the religion of Islam misunderstand how and where their religion began? And if so, what implications does this evidence have for the average Muslim who wants to follow the instructions of Muhammad, his prophet? We are going to have to examine a time in history and a setting that few of us understand. For centuries, the histories of the classical world and Middle East empires have been discussed, but little effort has been given to the history of Arabia. This ignorance is true not just of the West, but also of the Arabs themselves.
The Prophet Muhammad was born in 570 AD, at a time and a place that few people today really know about. His grandfather and his father were Nabatean merchants, and in fact Muhammad himself married a merchant woman. One day, Muhammad was meditating in a cave and an angel visited him. The angel taught him words of praise to Allah. Later, his wife convinced Muhammad that it really had been an angel and he was in fact called to be a prophet of God. During his lifetime, he had many visits from the same angel, and each time there was a new revelation. These revelations from the whole of the lifetime of Muhammad become gathered together to what we know today as the Quran.
Adel Ishamari studied Islam at the Islamic College in Kuwait. Over the years, he and Dan have formed a good friendship and have often found themselves drawn into deep discussion about faith and its history.
كانت رسالة محمد هي أن في إله واحد وأن هو آخر الأنبياء الذي أرسلهم الله. وهذا الشيء أغضب كثير من المتواجدين في مكة بسبب أنهم كانوا يعبدون آلهة أخرى وهي الأصنام. كثير من الأصنام كان موجود هناك وكانوا يعبدونها.
Okay guys, we'll just receive a copyright audio from YouTube. I don't know what, I mean, we post the credit for the video, we post etc. and we receive copyright audio. Can you believe it?